my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about the worst products or products that I did not like throughout 2023. I did the best of it, which will be going on before this one. So you guys will see that, and then I said in the other video that you guys will see my finale for my project pan, also my daily empties, including for December. So a lot of videos are coming up. Also will be doing a Christmas look because I'm actually off on Christmas. I will probably do like a vlog style or something like that for Christmas, for like Christmas Eve on to Christmas, because I'll be doing a lot of cooking, we just made gingerbread house, so as soon as that get done I will be putting that on my Instagram and all that. So let's go ahead and get started. Now these products that came out this year, a lot of them I did declutter for a good reason, and because they didn't work for me. I mean, if they worked for you, that's wonderful. If you knew how to use them, if you got them to work for you, that's great, that's wonderful. Like everyone said, we're all different, we all got different preferences, things like that. So let's go ahead and talk about stuff I did declutter. So the first thing is the Gwen Stefani pigment eye paints. I think that's what they called. I got the blue one. It just didn't work for me. Anytime I tried to put it on, it just was patchy, it didn't stay on, it didn't look right. It just was the type of product, no matter what primer you put underneath it, I just couldn't get it work. It had fallout and things like that, so I declared that one. Another one was, I remember, I declared some of the stuff because it didn't work for me. So if I think of anything else, I would tell you, but let's go ahead and show you. The first thing is this right here. I know I use quite a bit of it, but this is something that I love and hate at the same time. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Plus C 24-Hour Skin Tint. First of all, I love skin tints. I love that coverage. It is a full coverage. Plain and simple. It has a dropper with it. And I got mine in 118. I thought, okay, great. More vitamin C, skin tint, lightweight, things like that. But it is so glowy. It is the most glowiest glow foundation I think I ever had, or ever will have. I used to like it beginning, but then I realized that the more you use it, the more, I don't know if you can see with the light, but the more it's glow. Like, it's extremely like out of space type glow that some people love and some people don't. Now for me, at the beginning I didn't like it because I had oily skin, and I don't like anything to make me look extra glowy than I already am. Like I said, I like the glow within. I like something that will give me that look like a healthy glow, not something look like I'm from outer space, not something that will make me look more oily than I do a few hours later. This is a love-hate relationship. I love it because of skin tint. I love it because of vitamin C. But I do not like it because of how glowy it is. I love the fact that it's a drugstore makeup product. I always love drugstore because I can afford them the most. Once in a while I will buy a high-end one, but I stick with drugstore the most because I got some that I really do enjoy and like. This, I'll keep using it, but this is going to be on a very special occasion, or if I just want to look extra glowy. Another thing, this right here, the Fenty, what is it, Blur Smooth Tint Stick, Easy Drop. This is like the solid version of my liquid version I love and adore. I will use that for the rest of my life. That is something that looks extremely good on my skin. Does not make me look oily, not make me look cakey. It stays on. It's just the perfect foundation, skin tint I love. And I thought, okay, a stick version of it. I thought, cool. So I got the shade 2. And I think the other one I got 3, which is kind of hard. Like the shades from this was a little bit different than the shades from the Eavesdrop. So I try to match what I got at Eavesdrop because it works perfectly for me. This, on the other hand, I tried a few times under different products. I used it under a mattifying primer, under a pore professional primer, under a glowy primer, you know, different things. But the problem I have with this, which I've noticed, is that it's very smooth, very creamy, glides on, blends out perfectly. But after a few hours, I look extremely glowy, like more glowy than this. And that's the reason why I go for this more than this. And like I said, I don't mind looking a little glowy, but there's a certain point where I don't want to look too glowy, and that is very, like, it's very mullet, very slippery, and it just won't stay on no matter what I use. And I'm like, okay, if I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop, yeah, I want to use the liquid version than the stick version. So this is definitely a fail for me for this year. But like I said, I will use this instead of the other one. The other one that was a major fail was this one here. This is the One Size Secure the Thread Dry Till Dawn Primer. This is a new primer they came out with this year. As you can see, I haven't used it that much. At first, I'm like, okay, because I was still in that stage where my skin was oily, was during that summer where things started to pop and come out a lot more. Brands started to bring new stuff in and all that. Well, I'm like, okay, cool. This will help when I get really oily and all that. The problem is with this is that it pills. Like something about it, when I put a foundation on, no matter what foundation is, like I said, I try several foundations over these primers just to double check to see if I like them or not like them. This pills. No matter what it is, it's way too mattifying, like extremely mattifying, extremely dry, extremely too much in my preference. Like I said, my skin is becoming combo to dry now, and I'm getting really less oily the older I get. Like, I don't know if I'm using the right products on my skin and finally come to that point where it can be balanced now. But this makes me look too cakey, too mattifying, and I do not like it. Like I said, I will use mattifying primers, but that's just too much. That just goes way overboard. The next thing is this right here. Now, I know people love this mattifying powder. It's a H10 Skin Matte Velvet. Now, this is from Makeup Forever. They have another one that used to be in a black package. Now they changed to this tan brown package. It still comes with a puff and all that. And I use this on its own. I used it as a standalone powder. I use it as a setting powder. I use it several different ways. And I got mine in 1 in 114, same as the liquid version of this. Again, that was at the time when my skin was so freaking matte. Like, I think my skin at that time was really dry for the weirdest occasion, and it being really weird for my skin to be that way. Like I said, during the summer, my skin was so freaking in between that if I used any type of mattifying primer, mattifying powder, it will look so freaking cakey or dry. This, I personally, I know people love it. I get it. I understand why they love it. You know, but I can't do it. I can't have my skin look like that. So yeah. Another thing is this right here. Now this is the L'Oreal Telescope. Now this is a weird type of wand, first of all. It has these little short, spiky, straight curve. What you do is that first use it to separate. Use it to put it on there. Then you turn it around and you'll separate it. For me, it's either got too clumpy or my lashes look spidery. And I told you guys I do not like spidery lashes. Just the way I am, that's how I know for a fact that I do not like this. Now this was a very viral mascara. A lot of people loved it, but a lot of people didn't like it because of the fact that it was hard to maneuver and hard to figure out at first. But then when you started using it, some people got a hang of it, and I just personally didn't like it because it just made me, every time I tried to use it the way that I say it's supposed to use it, it always made my lashes look spidery. Do not like that effect. That's a no-go for me. Anytime a mascara makes me look like that, or makes my lashes look like this, like now I have the, what is it called? It's like the surreal, Maybelline surreal false lashes on. Love it. It makes it look like lashes. They're separated. They're not spidery. I love it. That's type one I love. The other one that I just recently came out, the Benefit Fan Fest. This kind of has like a little curve on. This I feel like does the same thing. In a way, I don't know. It just, these type of mascaras, I'm just not a big fan of. And Fenty Beauty is kind of the same way. They're hella thick. They're good. But this one, ever since I started using it, it just, again, made me look like I got spidery lashes. And I don't know because the way the wand is, or because of how much comes out, but I'm going to use it, but I'm definitely not going to buy the full size of it. It just not work for me. Another thing that made you fail was this right here. This is the NYX brown glue. Now this is the one that is color one. They have a brown glue that just clear plain, which I really do love because it really does keep my eyebrows in place. It has like a little sticky gluey one. This is supposed to be a medium brown. This, number one, it looks like it will have product on it, right? But when you put it in your eyebrows, nothing. Nothing comes out. It has a sticky little glue fill, but it was like, no matter how many times you try to put it on your eyebrows and, you know, try to do all this, nothing. No pigment. I don't understand why, because it's supposed to be the type that's supposed to be one of those tinted gel brows. And I knew for a fact this will be coming in this video. And I'm like, wow. Definitely a fail. Definitely was not a good product this year. Another product, which I do underneath my eyes, which again, I do like this. But unfortunately, in a few hours, my eyes underneath looks kind of creasy. This is a type of one that looks good in the beginning, but then it looks dry and cakey. And I have the one that I really do like the most, the LYS brightening one. That I really do enjoy. That doesn't do this. This, on the other hand, does. It makes me look cakey, it makes me look dry. It just, after a few hours, it's not a good concealer. I thought I was like, okay, if I keep trying, I will like it, but I don't. Truly, at the end, I don't like it. I mean, I don't like anything that's like that. Reason why I like my Benefit Boy, reason why I like the LY, why I like a lot of concealers. that it just graped me. Now, if you don't have like creasy, dry eyes underneath the eyes, you would probably like this, but I'm getting older, and unfortunately I am going to be 40 this year coming up. Scary, scary thought. I cannot believe I have lived for that long. Almost that long. But the older you get, the more you get crepes, the more you get those type of, you know, aging and everything. So I need something that is creaseless, kinkless, and that won't make me look dry underneath. So that's definitely a no. This one, on the other hand, was confusing. This is the Makeup Mayo Makeup Forever Artist Highlight. Now, this is a plain white powder. There's no highlight to it. And I thought, okay, what the hell did I do? Did I get the wrong one? I thought I got the right one. It said highlight and looks pretty on the website, but it's a type of highlight that's more like those white highlights that you get, like the NYX Jumbo, the little highlights that you get in those little palettes that are very white and very light. They're supposed to just highlight the brow bone and all that. This is type of highlighter. I thought it would be the sparkly, glowy type highlight you see on my face. They do have versions like that, which I forgot they did. They had a matte version and a shimmery version. And I thought, okay, if I get the matte version, it will look good and still have that glow. But nothing. This is more like to set your shadow. This is more like to highlight the brow bone, maybe in a corner. But try to highlight cheeks on the normal spaces. Ain't gonna work. I'm like, what the hell? I'm just so confused by that. Next is this. At first, like I said, I didn't like it. But this, I realized, it's a little too glowy. I love glowy bronzers. This is the Costa Sun Show bronzer that they came out with called Beachy. As you can see, is a little bit of glow. But the thing about this is that this is not a typical normal glow. This is more like a sparkle highlight glow, as you can see. Now, the ones I like is from Nivea. I like glowy bronzers, but not that type. That's just a little too glowy for me, and it's just a little too much when it comes to that. And yeah, this is just kind of too much. You guys like extremely glowy bronzers? Get this. I mean, I've tried Costa products before, and this, no. The next one is the Sephora Colorful Collection. Now this, the reason that this is not a fail, kind of like the worst product of the year, is because number one, these are too light. This is extremely non-buildable blush. You could pack and pack and pack and pack and pack and pack. You ain't gonna see nothing. This is a shade 2, which is so shy. I thought it'd be a beautiful deep pink color like this. Nope. No matter how much you build it, no matter how much you try to pile it on your little cheek, nothing. Like literally nothing. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, for a moment, beginning of this year, I started to think, what the heck are these makeup people thinking of? They just decided to try something new and like, oh, let's try it and have the consumers buy it and think that's going to be a good product. But at the end, heck no. So, yeah. It's, yeah, there's more fails this year. Worst products this year than I think I got last year. I don't think I did a worst product for 2022. I know I did the best product, which, like I said, I'll link above on my other video when I talk about the best stuff from 2023. But I don't think I had a lot of bad stuff last year. I truly don't. I mean, they came out with pretty good stuff. So hopefully this year coming up will be a lot better. It'll have in the mix between good and bad. There is some new stuff that's coming out, that's been coming out, that I do want to try, that I am going to get next month to try, start trying on some new makeup. There's some new drugstore makeup from NYX, Revlon, I think from L'Oreal. A lot of drugstore makeups that are coming out, that's been out not that long, that I'm going to get and try and test for you guys, because yeah, some of them seem good, so we'll see. Okay, next one is this one. Now, you guys know Pillow Talk. Charlotte Tilbury came out with a matte one of this. There are 3 different ones, and I got mine in Pink Pop. Now, I thought, okay, this is beautiful. It's a matte. It's gonna look good. It's gonna stay on and all that. Has a little tipper thing that you twist, of course. And I'm like, oh, pretty. But the problem I had with this is, number one, no matter how much I squeeze, it just... Also, I feel like that this year, hardly anyone filled off these products. It's like, there's hardly anything in here, and then when you blend it out, nothing shows. Again, same thing with the Sephora one. Nothing. Yeah, that's the problem I had this year. Is either the products didn't show up on me, or there hardly anything in it. The other thing with this, I kind of regret buying, and this is from Glowish by Hude Beauty. They came out with these little mini eyeshadow palettes. I talked about this in my other video when I first got it and tried it out and everything. The problem I have with this is we only got one light product. This is the only light shade. Then you have 2 dark ones, and then 1 glowy. Now, if there was maybe a couple more, at least one more light shade a little bit deeper than this one right here, then I would have been fine with it. But the problem is that you can't hardly do anything with this. I mean, you're at the point where you can hardly do any look with it. And I have other 4 palettes, pans, mini palettes like this that could do a lot more than this one. This is definitely, if you want to do 1 look, maybe 2 at the most, this will be a quick, easy look for you. Great to travel with. But if you want more than that, I wouldn't. Next is this spray. Now, I got a lot of stuff from Hard Candy and this formula that I kind of did declutter. Oh, I remember. I did declutter the lip liner from Hard Candy and a liquid eyeshadow from from Hard Candy too. So, this, on the other hand, this is the Physician Formula Diamond Setter. This has glitter in it. Major glitter. Spray. Wonderful. But, I don't know if you guys can see, there is literally glitter all over me. Again, this year was all about glitter. Hardly have anything in the product. Are just not showing up. That's what I feel like that this year was. So, yeah, that's everything that I'm willing didn't like this year, that I believe were the worst products that each company made. They were just either putting too much glitter, not pigment enough, or just not having any product in it. And I need something in the middle where it shows up. I don't look like a little freaking alien, or feel like I'm looking too oily. Something, you know, it just, we're not a good year for the products. So we'll see what next year brings. Hope you guys enjoy me talking about what is your guys' worst products you tried for this year. Comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I'd love to hear what you say and what you tried and what you think is the worst one. But until then, hope you have a lovely day and night. Everything on my face will be down below. And yeah, so also, like I said, I have a lot of videos coming up this month. So make sure you keep on watching. Make sure you keep on clicking. Make sure you get a thumbs up. Like I said, notification bell. That way you guys know I upload every weekend. And I will see you later. Till then, bye.